Welcome to the Jones Library Boardroom. The date, April the 10th, 2013. Can't think of a better day to celebrate spring by also opening up our celebration in town of the community that we live in. Just a few weeks ago, we started this project called Celebrating Community at the Survival Center. That'll be shown shortly. And now we're at the Jones Library, and we're excited at so many of the activities that demonstrate a town that understands the meaning of libraries and the meaning of community. So we hope you enjoyed the second show. Isaac Benezer back. This time we're opening the door and being welcomed by Sharon Sherry, who's the director. So let me, without any further ado, say thank you, Sherry, for having us. And I'd like to introduce Daisy Brody, who's a new member of the community that's part of this campaign to bring to the attention of the community the gifts that we have here in Amherst and vicinity.
I'm very happy to be here. I'm Daisy.
So nice to meet you, Daisy.
I am in fact a new member of the community. So this library project, which is going to show what you all have to do for the community, is very good for me to be a part of because I get to learn about the library too. What do you see as the library's mission?
It's very simple. It is that we're here to provide resources for lifelong learning. We believe passionately in people's right to read and learn and discover and change their lives. And we do this by providing information. It's that simple. And information can be recreational or educational. And information comes in many different formats. It's as simple as the books on cassette, to CDs, to digital. One of the questions that I get all the time is, Sharon, are you going to be out of a job in 10 years? Because we just don't need libraries anymore. We have Google. And, the fact of the matter is no matter what computer resources are out there, people are always going to need the library because we're here to provide information, and information makes the world go round. It's power to have this information. And so I very deeply believe that society will always need libraries, no matter how society changes. Every library of today, I think, is striving to have lots of noisy spaces and lots of quiet spaces. I think it's essential, and they need to be, apart from each other because both are so important. But so space really does play a big role in public libraries.
Well, I'm ready. I would like to know how to get a library card. Beautiful. If you could take me through the paces.
I will. We'll head out to our receptionist and I'll introduce you.
Thank you.
I'd like to introduce you to a new library patron of ours, Daisy. She is interested in getting a new library card. Can you help her with that?
Sure. Welcome to the Jones Library. It's free to get a card and it only takes a minute. We'll just have you fill out this application form. Good. And you can sit right over there. Tina, would you like to explain about museum passes?
Hi.
Hi, Tina.
We have museum passes given to us by the Friends of the Library, and they're wonderful. They include the Eric Carle Museum and many other local area museums, and that's one of the benefits of having a library card.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Hi, Matt. I'd like to introduce you to a new patron of ours. This is Daisy. Daisy, this is Matt.
Hey, Daisy. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What can I do for you today?
Well, I'm new to the area, and this is my big visit to the library, and I see you have a computer screen, and you have a number of computer screens, and I am of an elderly age, so I thought I would like to know if you can help me with technology so I can enter into the 21st century of Jones Library.
Sure, we'd be very happy to do that. I mean, we have, as you see, we have lots of access to computers. We have wireless internet in the building. We have scanners and printers and all sorts of things that people find useful. And what we do is we can provide a lot of individualized help in getting accustomed to using a computer, setting up an email account, doing a web search, that kind of thing. We do a lot of help with job applications and a lot of things online like that, and we'd be happy to set up an appointment with you, or you could just come in and ask us for help. So what we here in reference, we want people to ask us questions. That's what we like, and no question is too big and no question is too small.
If I have something that I want to do, you could help me get to the machinery, the access, you call it, and then you can help me get my problem solved, the materials that I needed.
Correct. I mean, here in the reference department where I work, we do basically two things. We provide that access to the technology, as I mentioned, and also to a number of websites that we subscribe to so that our patrons like you can get access to them for free. Lots of very useful things in categories like lifelong learning and research and that sort of thing. And then secondarily, we also provide lots of assistance in using the technology and using the online resources, and just helping you find books and borrowing books from around the region and the state and the world if need be, and also just helping you find the next book that you would like to read, perhaps. Have you gotten your library card
I
yet?
just got it, yeah.
Great. Well, a couple of the great things you can do once you have a library card is you can access, as I mentioned before, some of these websites we subscribe to on your behalf. You can access them from home and from inside the library. There are things like Ed2Go, which is an opportunity to take one of over 300 online courses online at your own pace and in your own time. On all sorts of topics, from business to creative writing to playing the guitar. We also have other resources like Mango Languages, which can help you learn a language, any number of languages. And once you've got your library card, you can borrow from us an e-reader if you want to try out reading on an e-reader. We have a number of e-readers in our e-reader lending program, and you can give them a try. See if you like the experience of reading on an e-reader and consider one for yourself. And if you have an e-reader, or if you're going to get one, we'd be very happy to help you get it set up and learn how to use it and borrow a book from us and the rest.
I'm Linda Wentworth, and I'm the head of collections at the Jones, which means that I'm in charge of the purchasing and overseeing of the purchasing of the collection, which at one time was almost entirely these books that you see, and nowadays is getting much more diverse. So I've picked one book that we have in 7 different formats to show you. And this is called The Lovely Bones by Alice Sebold. It was also made into a movie. And you can check it out and read it as a traditional book. If your eyesight is poor, you can check it out as a large print book and read it that way. If you are a Spanish speaker, we have a Spanish language copy that you can borrow. We also have titles in French and Chinese and some other languages. And if you'd like to listen to books like I do and have someone tell you a story, we have a few choices for you. You can borrow the book on CD, and lots of people love that for traveling in their cars. It makes the trip go much faster. But you can also borrow it as a play-away. And a lot of people don't know about these handy little devices yet, but these are much lighter than taking your CD player with you. If you're going jogging or cleaning your house, you just put your own earbuds or ear headphone in and press play, and you get the story in your ears. So it's very easy to walk around and do things while you're listening. We also have this book as an ebook that you can download from our digital catalog. So you find the book in our catalog, and I'll just switch to a sample of the book. And you can tap your e-reader or your iPad to turn the pages. And the nice thing about this device is you can set the type whatever size you want. So you can have large or small type. And you can also borrow it without ever coming to the library. You can do it from your own computer, or you can be on a trip anywhere in the world, and if you have internet connection, you can borrow a book from us. And you can also borrow an audiobook from us digitally and listen to it that way. So the same book, 7 different formats.
So, Lynn, you run the program that welcomes the newcomers to the community of Amherst. Could you tell us what this is all about?
Yes. The ESL Center welcomes newcomers, adults from a lot of different countries around the world, and we help them to improve their English and to get more familiar with the Amherst community and with American culture. And eventually we hope that they will become full participants in our community. And some of the students have never had any education at all. Some of them are former professionals with PhDs from their countries.
And these are?
These are examples of people who have recently passed their citizenship test.
Great.
These are people who have passed the driver's permit test in English.
Wow.
And these are all the different languages that people speak here.
Wow.
So we offer one-to-one instructional tutors and also one-to-one conversation partners. And that's very flexible. It can happen in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, on weekends. And it's also flexible in terms of the learning goals. So some students want to become citizens or pass a driver's permit test. Some of them are just hoping to get a job or a better job or some kind of workplace credential. Many people just want to be able to speak enough English to communicate with coworkers or neighbors or healthcare practitioners or their children's teachers. We specialize in citizenship. A lot of people just come in and ask for information about how to become a citizen because the process is a little bit confusing for people. And they can just pick up a packet up at the reference desk that has all the information they need and the application. Sometimes they have questions that go a little bit beyond the information in there, and they're welcome to just come down and talk to me in my office. But if they're immigrants who are at very low English proficiency levels or very limited formal education, they may need to work one-to-one with a tutor who will help them step by step with everything that they need to pass the test. And they do. 100% of our students do pass the test no matter what level they start at.
Yeah.
We have over 100 volunteers working here right now. They are instructional tutors, conversation partners, conversation circle leaders, and what we offer to them is space, materials, training, and ongoing support. And if there's anybody that's interested in getting more involved in the ESL Center, I would recommend that they get on the website, learn more about it, and then come in and talk to me.
So you're very hooked into the community in this regard.
Yes.
And in other ways, too.
Yes.
Great. Anything else? Last words?
Well, immigrant integration is a two-way street. So what we're doing is we're welcoming immigrants into the community, but we're also helping the community learn about the immigrants and their needs and giving volunteers an opportunity to be a part of that immigrant's journey into becoming an American.
Hi, my name is Karina Borovich. I'm a tutor at the Jones Library ESL Center, and this is my student.
My name is Sumaya Sharmin. I'm a student of GCC and work with Karina. She's my best teacher.
For 3 years now, we've been working together, and Sumaya is preparing to take her citizenship test in just a few days. She's also enrolled at GCC, working on getting into the nursing program, and we're working on that today as well. But we're doing citizenship today, mostly. So, we had the mock test earlier today, and we're going to go over some points. Perfect. Good. Very good. The question that came up about what is the first 10 amendments to the Constitution called?
The Bill of Rights.
Perfect.
Welcome to the Friday morning conversation circle.
A little bit around the table now about should you pay tax? Yes. So here on this bill, after they take your credit card and bring it back, then you would put a tip on here of $1.50. And total it.
Because he gave 15%. So 15.
$115. It's $15 plus the tax.
Hi, Tommy. I'd like to introduce you to a new library patron of ours. This is Daisy.
Hey,
This
Daisy.
is Tommy.
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
So what happens here?
Well, I am the YA coordinator for the Jones Library. YA stands for Young Adult.
Oh, okay.
I talked to some of the art teachers in town, middle school, high school art teachers, and they're very excited about showing their student art. So at some point, maybe the next time you come, you'll see some beautiful artwork from the kids in our community. And on the wall here, you notice that we have a couple programs that are going to be happening. One is our teen social that's going to be happening this Friday night, which is going to be a dance party with a DJ. We also have available for kids now on Fridays the Teen Lounge, which I'm not sure if you have seen our Woodbury room, but the Woodbury room becomes the Teen Lounge from 2 to 5 on Fridays. Because that particular day, we tend to get a lot of kids who are in town. And this is a place where they can come, they can hang out, they can listen to their music, and it's safe. And
This is wonderful. It's like another little mini community in the library. You're going to have an art gallery, and
yes,
and they can talk in here.
yes,
That's
yes,
wonderful.
yes. And you know, we really cherish our teens. We want to we want them to know that they're a part of this community and a part of the Jones Library, and getting them in here, and so that they can express what we can do for them and provide those types of services that they might enjoy.
That's excellent. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Daisy, I'd like you to meet Sandra. Sandra, Daisy is new to the community and new to the Jones Library.
Welcome to the Jones, Daisy. This particular room is called the Grades 5 and Up room. So we have most of the elementary school fiction in this particular room. And the next room we'll be going into is more of what I consider the living room of the library. You know, the founders of the library wanted it to be a comfortable place. I always ask the kids when I do a tour if they think this is someone's home, and they all say yes, because it looks like someone's home. And it wasn't built as a home. It was built to be a comfortable, they wanted people to feel like they were at home. So this particular room that we're going into is our living room.
All right.
Okay. And Daisy, welcome to our living room. It's probably messy, just like other people's living rooms. One of the really neat things is that you can have 20 people sitting here, and no one feels that anyone is in their space. You know, kids play at the train table, moms sit at the couch, we have someone here working on their computer, got the dollhouse, and we have Isaac.
Children of all ages.
Children of all ages. Isaac is sitting on our rocking
Hi,
horse.
everybody. Great.
We have a lot of things to check out and take home, Daisy, in this library. Puzzles, puppets, books, musical CDs. And these children here seem to have found all our puzzles and doing a little free play here with them, which is great to see.
Thanks to Nancy D'Amato from Shrewsbury, the North Amherst community has a library, not only a library, but a garden that's in process. Thank you for coming in. This obviously you're using it a lot.
Oh, and people love it. I mean, people, thank me every day.
Well, I'm going to go inside and see what's doing there.
Okay, take care.
Keep up the good work.
Hi, Maggie. It's
Hey.
nice to be here.
Good to have you here, Daisy.
You're the chief librarian of this lovely,
Yes.
perfect little library. This is my first time being here.
Welcome.
It's so, it's such a small little place. Who comes here?
Oh, well, we've got a really big range of folks who come here, from little people on up. We've got a great library collection of books and audio tapes and CDs and DVDs. We've got kind of a great quality of every single kind of media. We've got access to technology, and we're here to help people. We just want to connect people with what they want, and we're always really excited when people come in our doors.
Hi, I'm Daisy.
Hi, Scott Rowe.
Scott, how do you do?
Good.
We are making a film celebrating the library, and it's a tiny, beautiful little library. Could you tell me why you come here?
Why I come to this library? Well, the first time I came here was basically because of the architecture, because it is a beautiful little building. And I didn't even realize it was a library. And I parked behind and came around and saw a stained glass door and just loved this place. And then came in, and of course I love to read, and they have great help here. The librarians are just phenomenal. They can find anything for you or get it for you. And my daughter is 9, and we live in Amherst, in North Amherst, so this is just convenient for us, and it's just a beautiful place, and we come here and read and hang out in the chairs and just relax. It's beautiful.
Thank you. I noticed there are lots of kids and their parents, and maybe we could have a look at them.
Absolutely. We've got every Wednesday afternoon, we've got a story time, and the children get a chance to listen to stories and do some crafts. They know you're coming today, and so they're probably going to be expecting you and your camera to go take a shot.
All right.
So it's Wednesday afternoon at the North Amherst Library, and we've got a crowd of kids who want to listen to some stories and make a craft. Come on in. Have a seat.
네가 제일 먼저 골라. 흰색. 엄마가 골라?
You ready, Aiden? So this is called Olivia Saves the Circus. Have we read this one before? No, not yet. So before school, Olivia likes to make pancakes for her new little brother, William, and her old little brother, Ian. Olivia has to wear his really boring uniform. Do you guys have to wear uniforms to school? No? That's lucky. You get to pick whatever you want, right? One day, my mother took Ian and me to the circus, she began. William couldn't come because he still has to nap. Luckily, I knew how to do everything.
Hello, Sue Hugus.
Hello, Daisy. How are you today?
I'm happy to be at the South Branch Library.
Well, it's actually called the Munson Memorial Library.
The Munson Memorial Library. Can you tell me a little bit about who uses the library and to what extent?
This library is what I would call a neighborhood library. We are a popular reading library, but that doesn't mean we are a little library. With the systems today, we can now get things from all over the world. Well, not essentially the world, the United States. I have gotten music all the way from California for people, and we're very heavily used. We're very busy. We also have a beautiful room for classes and contra dances and Tai Chi. So it's a very busy little spot in South Amherst.
Now, why would people come to a branch library rather than going to the main library?
Because they can walk. And many times I will have the little tiny person come and visit me who I can barely see their eyes over the desk. And they will come back to visit us after they've grown up and gone away, and they come back with their families. It's wonderful because they have such a wonderful feeling for the building. So,
thank you. So we just saw a sweet little performance. Sue, what was that?
We have a lot of classes at the Munson. We have a beautiful hall which is used for all different kinds of purposes. It's rented by the town for people to use. And then basically this is our very popular children's dance class which meets here. And they're getting ready for their spring performance for their parents. And it's very exciting for us, and we have a lot of fun with the children. And they come every week to the library, and they're always checking out books for us, so it's really great.
It's wonderful.
So it's a really
Thank you.
wonderful place.
My name is Janet Ryan. I'm the head of programming and outreach. And this display is something that I take with me when I go set up an information table at a community event, because it provides a really great summary of the things that are going on here at the library. The Jones Library has 2 branches, one in South Amherst and one in North Amherst. The kids' room is very active here at the Jones Library, and there's all kinds of things going on there. They've got their own programming and story hours and trains and all kinds of fun stuff. Special Collections up on our 2nd floor has a lot of wonderful information about our local poets and other local history things. Overall, here at the Jones Library, we have a lot of library programs. That's one of our new areas of focus that we're very excited about, and in fact, that's one of my main responsibilities.
And what have we here?
Well, what I've done here is put up some of the flyers that have promoted some of our programs in the past, or even some of the programs that are going to be happening here at the library in the near future.
When the times are darkest, I'll be there. When the way is hardest, I'll be there. When the need is strongest, I'll be there. When the road is longest, I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. Oh, I'll be there. Be there for my...
Wow, what an adventure this has been, Sharon. To come here, meet your staff, see the place really humming, to visit the satellite sites, to meet the staff there. And now I understand you've gotten this great award, and it's called the Bridging Cultures Muslim Journeys Bookshelf Grant. Do I have that right?
Yes, perfect.
What's that all about?
Janet Ryan, our head of programming and outreach, applied for this grant back in January, and she received the grant. The bookshelf, as it's called, it will consist of 25 books that highlight the Muslim culture, 3 DVDs, and access to the Oxford Islamic Studies Online, which is an online database. We're excited about this grant because it gives us an opportunity to promote discussion and really bring people of different cultures together and really understand our differences to lessen conflict. So the grant we will receive in the fall, and so we'll have various programs related to it in the fall of this year.
So meanwhile, does the community know about this?
We're just in the beginning stages of letting everybody know.
Well, we're making a coup there.
Yes, you are.
We're scooping.
Absolutely.
We're scooping the commercial press.
Absolutely.
Here, here.
Yes.
Okay, let's go on to what is not being done for the library, or what is left to be done. And I know there's a long list, but I think this is an opportunity to piggyback on what the community is learning if they're not participating directly through this film. So let's start with a good list that's essential in your view.
Thank you for asking. Well, the 2 subject headings that really stand out are the budget and the buildings. First, in regards to the budget, the library system has been hit hard these past few years during the economic downturn, and our budget for materials, circulating materials, has been cut pretty drastically, as has our budget for staff. And so one of the results has been loss of open hours, and this has affected all 3 of the buildings. So I hope at some point we'll be able to restore those open hours to what they used to be. I would love to include Monday morning open hours here at the Jones. So that's the budget highlight. And the other having to do with the buildings. There are two pieces to that story. And one has to do with the North Branch. The North Amherst Branch is this lovely gem in the center of this wonderful village, part of this community. And the building is not handicapped accessible. And it doesn't have an accessible bathroom. There's one downstairs in the basement, but the stairs are horrendous. So we can't let people use it. So when we have story times, kids have to actually leave the building and go across the street, a very busy street, to use the bathroom. So it's really important that we make this building handicapped accessible. And we hope to apply for JCPC funds at some point to fix that problem. The other building related need is here at the Jones Library. We have safety issues as well as space needs issues. The safety is it's an enormous building. It's over 50,000 square feet, and there are so many nooks and crannies. It was built to be like a house. But unfortunately, when staff cannot be in every room of the house, it leaves opportunity for unpleasant experiences. And primarily our lower level, the basement, there's really no staff presence down there. And it's floor to ceiling shelving, stacks of shelving. And so things can go on down there that we're just not aware of. So there's a big safety issue there. The other has to do with space needs. If you've been coming to the Jones for a long time, you may not recognize anymore how strange the setup is here. But if you're new, as I was a year and a half ago, several things really stand out. The children's room is a third of the size that it should be. There's no technology in that room. We just can't fit it. There's no wiring there that's meant for that to bring that technology to the kids. Our special collections department just isn't big enough. Not big enough to store, to receive, to show off what we've got. Let's see, our circulation desk, it needs to be reconfigured. The way it's situated, it has 3 service points. And if you're a new patron, you're never sure where to go when you need the help. And the signage is really awful. And from the staff point of view, you've always got your back to somebody, no matter which direction that you're helping people. And that's just not good for public relations. So something needs to be done about that. The teens. We're working on our teen program, but we really need an updated, separate, distinct, up-to-date teen space. And right now, the way the building is, we don't have that kind of a space. So all of these things and more we hope to solve by applying for a Massachusetts Board of Library Commissioners Public Library Construction Grant. It's a wonderful program offered by the state. The state will pay half of the construction costs. So it's a very sizable, highly competitive grant. Many neighboring towns have received this grant. For example, Sunderland, Leverett, Wendell. Even the Jones has received it over 20 years ago. So we're looking to be in that next grant round.
My last question is, what has this filming meant to you and your staff?
We have been so honored to be a part of this year-long celebrating community program that you're working on. It's been the perfect opportunity to highlight all of these amazing services that we have going on. Normally patrons come in and they just want to access one of the services. And so here, this has been the opportunity for us to show it all off, which has been wonderful. I want people to know that my door is literally always open. I want people to come to me, patrons or non-patrons. I want to hear what people have to say, comments, suggestions, concerns, the good, bad, and the ugly. I want to see it all. I really do want to hear what people have to say. People can stay up to date regarding the library's programs by visiting our website, joneslibrary.org. We are on Facebook and Twitter. And I also want to mention the Friends of the Library. We would really be able to offer little to no programming if it weren't for the Friends.
And I'm going to extend an invitation. When you're ready to do a monthly show on ACTV, we'll help you get started, and we have the resources to help you folks to be your own producers. So we see a future together.
Beautiful. Thank
It's
you
been
so
a delight.
much. It's been fabulous. Thank you so much.
Good luck.
Thank you.
When the times are darkest, I'll be there. When the way is hardest, I'll be there. When the need is strongest, I'll be there. When the road is longest, I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. Oh, I'll be there. Be there for my sister. I'll be there. Be there for my brother.